Welcome back to Public Affairs on Peach, and we just talked about dieting for New Year's resolutions. Now we got to talk about achieving those fitness goals. Fitness and lifestyle expert Lisa Tanker is here to help you achieve that. So I want to say good morning to you. And how long have you been a fitness and lifestyle expert?
Well, good morning, Gloria. I've been a fitness and lifestyle expert for 7 years. And prior to being a fitness and lifestyle expert, I was in pharmaceutical sales. So I have used the healthcare industry with fitness to help people get results.
So you are used to this. So when you start talking about working out and becoming fit, should people join a gym? Or if they say, well, you know, Glo, I can't afford a gym, and they think, well, I got to do something. I can't, how can I achieve being fit and I can't afford a gym? What do you say to that?
You know, well, there are a couple things I hear inside of that. Your health is so important that you have to realize that if you can afford to go out to eat, then you can afford a gym membership, or you can afford to take care of yourself. So I have to kind of say that we have to make our priorities. We have to decide what our priority is, right? Now, when you say, what should I do in order to be in shape? Kind of what's the best avenue for me? That becomes a different question. So can I afford a gym membership? If you could have $35 and you would take that to go eat out, which one is the decision for you that will help to improve your health, right? So we have to really be very strategic and make wise decisions and value what is important to us. Now, when it comes down to what we should decide to do, whether it's a gym membership or work out at home, now that becomes a point of what works best for you. So if you know that you need a little bit more guidance, there are a couple of options. There are gyms out here, but that's typically for a person who feels comfortable. But the gym works great if you already know what you're doing, or you want to get a trainer at the gym, or you want to do a class. The second option is if you decide that, you know what, I want to go to a personal trainer. There are personal training studios and great boutique studios out here that are specialty and cater exactly to a person's needs. And some people are great at what they do. They've already been active. They can work out outside. They can get DVDs or downloadable apps on their phone. So there's so many options out here, but the biggest thing is deciding what works best for you.
Right, and I will even say this. A lot of times when people are first starting and they're not as familiar with the gym, or they're intimidated by the gym, would you encourage them just walk the block?
I would encourage them to absolutely walk the block, start off with that, but you know what? Also, get right into finding something that works for you, because sometimes if you already are discouraged, walking for a week, you're not going to get any more motivated necessarily unless you put yourself around people who will keep you there. So go back to find a location like I mentioned, whether it's a boutique studio or even friends that are more active than what you are, and start engaging around people that are more active in a fitness lifestyle as you start walking.
Here's something else we hear, because I tell you, this really gets me sometimes. You'll hear women say, oh gosh, I don't want to do weights because weights you look like a man.
I hear that all the time.
You know, it's like, talk to, because I was going to go on a diatribe, but talk to us about that, men and women, and how important it is for women to lift weights. And I'm not talking heavy weights, but we need to lift weights, and why?
Absolutely. The first thing is, as women, we cannot look like a man naturally. We don't have enough testosterone. That will not happen. But what I think that really understanding what we need, sometimes people lift weight, but they're not losing and burning fat. So they begin to get that muscle, and then the fat is on top, and they feel like, oh, I look a little bulky. So that's where diet, nutrition becomes very important. So what you want to focus on is having a great meal plan, a nutrition plan, burning that fat, so as you begin to come down, you're seeing the lean muscle that gives us that feminine physique. How important is it to lift weights? Absolutely important.
Right.
As we continue to age, we need our strength. We need our bone density. And weight training helps with those things. So it's very important, just from a health perspective, to make sure we're doing things to stay strong and to live a very active and have a great lifestyle as we continue to grow.
Well, I was seeing some of the women in the video at your studio. Wow, they look absolutely wonderful and beautiful women, no question, like yourself. So no matter what your New Year's resolution, when you're looking at all of those issues, you talk about weights and cardio. Do you do them on the same day, or should you alternate days? What's your guidance there?
Well, a couple of things, and I definitely want to touch on motivation as well, because I think that's a big part. But in the sense of weight training per se, you get a lot of bang for your buck. Studies have shown now that if you work out on the same day as far as weight training and do cardio, you get more bang for your buck in less amount of time. So instead of going to the gym one day and doing an hour of weight training, then going the next and doing an hour of cardio, you could literally do 30 to 40 minutes of weight training, 30 to 40 minutes of cardio on the same day, and that actually works in your favor. But you know, you talked earlier to a dietitian, and you talked about having time to rest. I know you mentioned kind of in a conversation resting. Think about it. Work out 3 to 4 effective days, get the other 3 days to rest and recover, and now you're really getting the results, and you don't feel burned out because you're trying to go to the gym every day. So I absolutely recommend trying to do them both on the same day.
Because your rest is just as important. Touch on motivation really quick, because I know that's important as well.
Oh my gosh, motivation is the big part. That's the reason why only 8% of people reach their New Year's resolution goals, right?
Yeah.
So motivation, a couple things I want to say about that is the first thing is you have to find a reason that will inspire you to really make this a lifestyle. So that reason might be that you want to be healthier. Some people might have diabetes, high blood pressure, or just simply be over the weight that they feel comfortable at and healthy at. So what is your reason? Some people it's vanity. Whatever that is, decide that and stick to it. The second thing I just want to say real quick is make a decision. A decision is different from saying, I'm going to the gym today. I'm going to be regular. I'm just going to go. Don't just show up.
Right.
Make a decision to be committed, get to the gym, eat regularly and eat healthy, and execute it as flawlessly as you can.
All right.
As you can. And then the last thing is start to surround yourself around people who also want to live an active lifestyle and who are engaging in that.
Positive people. There you go. You make me want to go work out. That's a good thing.
Let's go.
So no matter what your New Year's resolution is, whether it's positive attitude, willpower is definitely the key. We will talk with a stress therapist when Public Affairs on Peach returns.